yeah, I started a gaming channel. I don't know what to tell you. I felt a calling. I also felt the pressure from, honestly, the algorithm being a dick. I don't think that YouTube algorithm was made to have so many niche interests on one channel. So we're just gonna have to separate it like this. I am more of a simmer type of girly, but I will also play a bit of other old games, especially the ones that are kind of nostalgic for me, or those that I didn't get to play as a kid even though I really wanted to. Anyway, let's jump into the Sims 3 part of this video. Previously on the Winx Club Diaries. Stella and Brendan got together pretty quickly. I created Helia with the traits that I thought would make him kind of like Helia in the show, but he's such a fuckboy, it's crazy. Like, what is it? And what did Stella do?
Nick, the top.
Yerba.
Based on all of those notes, I was like, Flora needs to write a love letter to Helia. This is so Flora and Helia. Come on now.
And if you want to be completely goddamn disappointed.
He is getting out of a limo for some reason. I realized that his last name is different. Managed to get married to a rich lady, take her limo, have a kid with her, is still living in that hut with 5 other dudes. So he's being mean. She gets a wish to date him while he's being mean to her. Musa, why? He's sprinting away to the other side of the kitchen. Then I pressed heat of the moment kiss.
Oh! Many postcards!
What the fuck? What the fuck? I moved Brandon in. That freak Helia getting into Musa's bed to go to sleep.
He's a bee. Papalzama?
Helia suddenly starts walking weird. I think Helia is a zombie now. As soon as I went back into the game, after the last time I updated you, Bloom had an emergency because, you know, she's a firefighter, whatever. And what do you think? Helia is there. Why is Helia there? I'm telling you, he's always at the scene of the crime. This is not his house, okay? He's not supposed to be there, yet he is there, and he's one of the people I'm supposed to, like, convince to run.
Behold.
Then, as soon as I go back with her to the house, she checks the mailbox. Half of the love letters are from Helia, and all of them are for Stella. Also, you remember how I always complain about none of them having a job? Well, Riven got a job, so that's something, okay? I fucking love that. I love this game. I literally got a prompt that he got a new job, and I need to like style him for it or whatever the hell. I don't think that there's ever gonna be a game as perfect as Sims 3. I'm just saying. I added Roxy. And on top of it all, I changed Florita's. I believe her original name was Florita, and I changed it to Mitzi because it's just way too perfect. You guys were right. You guys wrote it on the last video, and you're correct about that. At every social gathering, all I'm thinking about is, why are werewolves like this? What was first, Teen Wolf or The Sims 3 werewolves? We could never know because technically speaking, they were coming out around the same time, and werewolves just run in such a way that's so distinct. Bloom is talking to Helia in her queue, not actually seeing it at first, and I see that she kind of dislikes him a little bit, which is understandable. The girl was caught she was cornered, okay? She had to listen to his nonsense, him talking about maybe it's some brony shit, maybe it's MLP related, I don't know. Which, you know, would be fine if it wouldn't be Helia talking about it, just saying. As soon as Helia left that party, immediately Stella gets a call and he's asking her out. This guy, I don't know what's wrong with him, but this angle of them kissing is so weird. I feel like peeping Tom. Wait, peeping Tom? Peeping Tom. Oh my god. Ooh, top bitch. God damn. The vibes I'm getting from Riven are like really hot and cold, and you're gonna see this progress. I don't know, I feel like he doesn't really give a fuck. Like he's there because it's convenient or something. I don't know. I don't trust him, but Musa always gets whims to like hang out with him, ask him out, to woohoo with him, and I have to oblige because I want my girl to be happy, but I just want her to have a different definition of happy, mayhaps. And you know, when he actually shows up, instead of like standing her up or being like, I don't feel like coming over right now, they're kind of cute sometimes. I'm still a hater, don't get me wrong. After his stays over, he literally dipped at 6 a.m. When he was walking out to drive away in his sloppy jalopy, she was dreaming of him. I mean, this guy has a way too good, I feel like. You guys, I don't know what to do with this girl. I feel like this is gonna be the theme of this let's play, this Winx let's play. It's just me constantly being like, Musa, no, Musa, no. Why do you like a diabolically toxic man this much? Damn, that's serene or whatever. That beach blizzard, when Bae, your sworn enemy, makes you 8 steaks on a beach in a blizzard while you're a lifeguard, that's like so goals, you guys. Ugh. When was the last time people said goals like that? Am I wrong, or does it feel like archaic lingo at this point? No? I get a notification at like 9 a.m. on a Saturday, okay, about Aisha being disgraced, about her woohooing with someone on public property, and I don't know what the hell they're talking about. This is crazy. Aisha is a saint or whatever.
Yes, diva J. Yo, hobby.
You know, I was genuinely confused as to what the hell this is about. Like maybe someone just like started a rumor, because that's also a possibility in the game. That's not like you don't have to actually do something to be disgraced for something. So yeah, I just kind of remembered later. Yeah, but how is that public? Like why would you have a bed at the club?
It's like, no big deal.
And that be counted as public. I don't know what you're talking about. That room seemed private to me. Also, I'm gonna be real with you. I completely skipped Stella's Bachelorette party because it was a so lame. Honestly, I think the game glitched out somehow. It genuinely just looked like and felt like the game forgot that it's a Bachelorette party. I chose Bachelorette party when I was throwing it, by the way, just in case you guys are wondering.
Gronk.
I may have left the game when I already threw the party, but I haven't had it happen yet. And then when I logged back in, something went wrong. I had a problem like that again. So her party was lame, okay? Never expected, out of all people in the fucking universe, for Stella to have a bad Bachelorette party. But
Gronk.
it is what it is, and she throws a party like literally every single day. We should probably do like some kind of counter of all the parties that she throws, because it's ridiculous amount. So I thought, you know what? It's fine. She throws a legendary party like every other day. So it's okay. The next day, Brandon had a bachelor party and there was like this pop-up. Are you sure you want me here for this? And I was like, actually, you kind of got a point. I guess like, I don't know. I'm not really that clear on bachelorettes, bachelor parties. I'm not clear on anything wedding related, to be honest. But I was like, mayhaps you should go to a spa for the night. So she stayed at a hotel with a spa and whatever. And while she was away, people were partying. And I feel like because it's a bachelor party, I probably should have only asked guys to come over. No, I'm not sure. You're gonna notice that this is again a theme here, that Musa mostly socializes with Riven at parties because this motherfucker does not show up. Okay, he does not show up when she sends him a woohooty text, when she calls him and asks him out or over. He only comes over for parties. And are you seeing how, like, why I'm having a problem with this here? Yeah, like I have a lot of problems with their relationship, but then at the same time, for some reason, she decides to tell a scary story in the middle of Brandon's bachelor party. She does it in the kitchen with the lights off and this flashlight or whatever the hell. And Riven is being such a good sport about it. He's like making all the faces and whatever. He's doing his thing. This couple is like the weirdest shit ever. Also, you guys are so right for saying that they are like biblically accurate reviews.
Isn't it rather obvious?
You're so correct. And I honestly cannot believe that I actually pulled that off. Damn, not the dancer looking this busty. You're such a creep. Look at Roxy just throwing it back with the girls. And also, Mitzi is absolutely ridiculous. I see her constantly trying to slow dance with like Naboo or dance with Sky. Again, biblically accurate Mitzi. Damn. Look at all these whims, girl. I feel like a goddamn hostage because I don't like most of this men, and yet I have to do the unthinkable, girl. I have to do what needs to be done for the happiness of my Sims. Initiate things. Let me address a couple of things, okay? So I got so many comments about people being like, girl, I need to see what the hell, okay? What the hell Helia's personality is. Like, what are his traits? Because why is he like this? And you're so correct on that. Actually, I definitely should have introduced you to the characters and their traits a lot earlier. Let me do this real quick. We've got Flora. She's lucky, she's shy, she's good, hopeless romantic, and a green thumb. We have Musa, who's rebellious. She's a night owl, a virtuoso, friendly, and she is brooding. Got Tekna, who's just snoozing away. She's disciplined, she's a genius, handy, friendly, and a computer whiz. Loom is a supernatural fan. She is also perceptive, easily impressed, artistic, and brave. Stella has a good sense of humor, and this is a new trait because she's like at the top of some kind of social group. I do not know which one it is. I don't fucking know. She's flirty, charismatic, excitable, proper, and dramatic, of course. So Brandon is adventurous, he's brave, he's got a good sense of humor, he's irresistible, and he is active. Aisha is athletic, she's shy, she's proper, she's also brave and brooding. And Naboo loves to swim. He's disciplined, he's neat, charismatic, and an angler. I have played this game a bit further than what you know right now, and I was shocked to discover that Sky is a fucking elder. I had to go and fix it, but then after I fixed everyone's ages and I like aged everyone who's not a fairy down because I'm not about to lose all of them to fucking old age. Hello? The game crashed, so all of my work, all of my fixing of their outfits went to hell, and I'm pissed about it, but it's just a thing that you're gonna have to like accept about Sims 3 and the Sims franchise in general because EA does not prioritize keeping up the software. They do not give a fuck about fixing shit, and especially about games that are not their current generation. So if it's not Sims 4, they don't give a fuck. Sky is brave, he is a supernatural fan, athletic, friendly, and lucky. Helia, his traits are he loves the outdoors, he's a technophobe, he's a hopeless romantic, animal lover, and artistic. Now tell me, out of all of these traits, okay, quickly, quickly. Tell me which one is responsible for him being a freak. Why is he always at this side of the crime? Why is he always there? See, I didn't do anything freaky about him. I didn't make him eccentric. I didn't make him erratic, I think, or something similar. I did not make him any of those things, any of those traits that would explain his behavior. He's just like that. From nature. Nature intervened, okay? Do you think it's the technophobe one? Like, that's like so weird that it made him freaky? I don't know. Anyway, Riven is brooding. He's a daredevil. He's handy, hot-headed, and athletic. Timmy, genius, never nude. I don't know why. I just imagine him walking around in like cut off shorts and being like, I'm a never nude. Do you know what I mean? He is a coward, computer whiz, and friendly. And let me be clear, I don't think that Timmy in the original show is actually a coward. I just thought it was funny since Tekna had a problem with him because she perceived him as a coward. I thought it would be funny to use it as a trait, but in reality, I do not think that Timmy has ever been a coward. He's just more of a strategist. Okay, so thank you guys for subscribing to this new channel. I really wanted to have a place where I could do something like gaming or something a little bit more lighthearted because I've been feeling kind of heavy-hearted recently. Well, I've always been a little heavy-hearted, but it's been worse lately. Hope you had fun, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.